We're live in Kingdom Aria Academy Facebook group. We're going to get started. Kingdom Aria Academy Facebook group. So today's training, we're talking about how to talk to sellers and basically how to gather information and then how to determine how to make the offer. Okay, so that's today's topic. Seller lead comes in, what do I say? And then how to determine how you're going to make that offer. Okay. So if you missed yesterday's training, we went over how to come up with the wholesale offer, cash offer. So if you're in Best Chicago Wholesale Deals Live Facebook group, check that out. And then today is we're gonna go over how to talk to the seller, gather information, and then determine how you're gonna make the offer, present it to the owner. So if you need help, support, reach out to us. This is my email, phone number, call, text, email. We're here to help you. We're here to hopefully partner on deals and close deals together. Ignore my stuffy nose. I'm have congestion all week. So today's training, how to talk to motivated sellers, how to gather the info. Everyone overcomplicates this part. It's like just keep it as super simple as possible, right? We have you should be using either PropWire, which is free, or XLeads, which is a paid service. But if you have access to that, which everyone should, you already know who owns it. You already know all their information. You already know the beds, the baths, square feet. That's all listed out in there. Okay. So keep it as simple as possible. You're basically just you're calling people saying, hey, we're investors looking to buy properties. You want to offer on your property. Are you looking for an offer? You're verifying they're the owner. You verify they own it. You can use PropWire. Just go to put the address in, go to owner. You can verify who owns it, their name. And you're verifying the condition. What's the condition of the property? So if you have those three questions answered, they want an offer, they own it, you verify that you're talking to the actual owner, and you verify condition of the property, you can easily make a decent offer. Of course, if we have pictures, it's even better. We can determine the condition. So we do ask, hey, do you have pictures you can send us? But of course, condition, we're going to be asking like, hey, when's the last time you rehabbed it? When's the last time you did any work to the property? So, because some owners will say it's in great shape, nothing's needed, but the last time they rehabbed it was, 40 years ago. So, I mean, you probably need a cosmetic rehab of the whole property, right? Make sure you get owner's contact info, their phone and their email, of course, so you can send the offers, call them back with the offers, of course. And you want to verify everything. Like you already have PropWire and or XLeads if you're paying for XLeads, and you're just on the phone with them verifying, hey, the beds show 3 bedrooms. Is that still correct? Bathrooms are 2. Square footage is still 1,000 square feet, right? Is there still a garage? It says there's a garage here. Is the basement still finished, unfinished? Year built? You're just verifying that lot size. Is the property vacant or occupied, right? That's an important question. You want to know if of course, if you're wholesaling a property or rehabbing it, we want it vacant, right? So if we can get it vacant, the better. But of course, if we have to take over a tenant, we're gonna probably have to come down on the price, right? How much they owe, you're gonna verify how much they owe on the property, and you're gonna try to get their bottom line price. And when we're trying to get bottom line price, we are asking them numerous times, hey, what's the best you can do on this property? They go 100,000, right? And then I'm probably gonna, while I'm talking to them, I'm gonna ask that question maybe 3 or 4 times until they keep coming down, right? So I would probably keep asking that question, hey, what's the best you can do? Is that 100,000 really the best you can do? He goes, okay, 95, right? And then later on in the conversation, you may want to ask that again and then keep asking it until they stop coming down so I can get the true like bottom line price, right? So if you have PropWire already, which is free, you guys should have that if you don't have XLeads. This is what I recommend everyone using if you don't have XLeads, of course. So you just basically are in you say you're talking to this lead, they give you the property address, or you have the property address, you just put the address in. And right here, you can see the owner who owns this property, the name of the company, the mailing address. Are you the owner of R Capital Investments LLC? Yes, you verify they own it. And you can see here, you can see the mortgage balance, how much they own on the property. You can see square feet, number of units is a multi-unit, six bedrooms, bathrooms, 6 bed, 2 bathroom, year built. So you're just verifying all this information, right? Like you already have all the information that you need. Um, and with the technology that we have today, the only thing we don't know is like, hey, what's going on the inside, right? Like we could easily do a Google, Google drive-by, look at the outside, the windows, just put the address into Google and do a street view so you can see the outside of the property. Well, this one doesn't have a street view for some reason. Maybe it's because of two. There it is. Look at that. You can see the outside, the frame, the roof. You can see the windows. You can see the landscaping. So we know everything about the property, like just from the technology that we have today. We just need to know, hey, what's the inside? What's going on the inside? Do you have pictures? Can you send me some info on that? And of course, the easiest thing is for them to just send you the pictures, right? Just send me the pictures. Then that way it's you have everything that you need right away, right? So just keep it simple. Are you the owner? Verify they own it, and then verify all the information on the property that is listed here. And you're just if you can get pictures, that will be the most accurate. Like if you can get the seller to send you pictures or send someone to or you go yourself if you can to get pictures, right? So but the easiest thing is like, hey, just ask the owner, hey, pictures you can send me so I can get kind of ideal of the condition, right? And then you want to determine, so you need after you get the initial call, you're just asking them, hey, are you the owner? You verify they own it, the condition of the property. Then you verify all this information here. Beds, baths, square feet. Is there a basement? Is it occupied or vacant? Amount owed, the bottom line price. You verified all this. You're going to determine what the next step is. Okay, you're going to analyze the deal. Of course, you have your CRM, you're plugging the numbers into CRM. And if the number looks good, like it's a hot deal, like let's say, what does a hot deal mean? You're going to basically determine if you are local, go meet the owner or make the offer over the phone. And if it's a hot deal, and I recommend if you are local and you could meet the owner, I recommend going to the property. And what does a hot deal mean? Meaning maybe you analyze the deal and you're off maybe 10, 20 grand on the price, so you're not too far off on the price. Or maybe that the price they're asking, the numbers work, right? So in that situation, I would go meet with them. Meet with them if you can. So that's considered a hot deal, right? If the numbers are way off, like for example, they want 100,000 and then your max offer comes out to be 50,000, maybe I don't want to meet that owner. I just want to make that offer over the phone, right? And just send them the offer, just call the seller back and present the offer over the phone. And we do make multiple offers, so I always recommend just starting with one offer and of course if the seller rejects it, then move on to the next one. The only time that I would just send the offers via text or via email is if they're not getting back to you. You're calling them, you're emailing them, you're saying, hey, when can we talk on the phone so we can present the offers to you? That's the only time I would send a text or email with an offer, right? And same thing, I wouldn't just present all the offers. I would just make one offer at a time, wait for a response. If once they reject it, I'll move on to the next offer. But last case, worst case is you're sending the offer via text, via email, or you're leaving a voicemail with the offer, right? Um, and there's two schools of thought here. One school of thought is uh meet every homeowner if you can. And the other school of thought is I'm not going to meet every homeowner. I can make more offers if I just stay home and make offers on, just virtually. Both of them work, but I kind of like to stay in the middle where if it's a hot deal, go if you're local. Of course, if you're not local, or the owner lives out of state, you're just gonna make offers over the phone. And then the second way is that you're making offers over the phone. So what's the school Of course, if you meet someone face to face, your conversion rate is going to be a lot higher, meaning that they see you, you're in person, you have a contract in front of you ready to sign. Your conversion rate meaning leads to contract is going to be a lot higher. So maybe I know guys that were meeting every single lead that they could, and they were like at a conversion rate of like 5 leads to one deal under contract, which is like basically mastering this business. If you're 5 leads to one, 5 leads that want an offer to one deal under contract, you're mastering the business, right? And I believe you can only do those type of numbers if you're meeting every homeowner. But the other is true where, yeah, if you don't meet every homeowner, you make offers over the phone, you can make more offers because you're not driving 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. You're at the appointment for 30, 40 minutes. So every appointment you're going on is like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, right, of your time, right? So in that situation, I can make more offers over the phone. But I kind of like to do it where I'm in the middle. Hot deal, go to the property if you can, if you're local. If numbers are way off, I'm just gonna call the owner and I'm gonna make the offer verbally over the phone, and I'm gonna try to get them live on the phone and make the offer live, right? Last case, worst case situation, I'm gonna leave a voicemail with the offer if they're not getting back to me. So maybe I give it a few days. Like I'm gonna be calling them, texting them, leaving them voicemail, say, hey, when can we schedule that time where we can present the offers to you? And if maybe I'll give it like a few days. If they don't answer, then I'll send a text, send an email, drop a voicemail with the offer, and uh and that would be the worst case if they're not answering the phone or responding to it all. And then what should you have when going on an appointment or making an offer over the phone? So of course you'll have all these things virtually on your computer. Make sure you have sold comparables, pending comparables, and active that support your offer. So let's say your offer is 100,000 and then you pull up sold comparables, pending and actives that are supporting that number, then the seller is going to understand better, like why you're making the offer that you're making, right? Because if you can go buy one down the street for 100,000 and they want 120 and it's the same type of property, why would they buy your property, right? So it makes sense. A repair checklist. So you should have some sort of if you're especially if you're going to an appointment, have some type of repair checklist with you, and we have that in our membership area. If you go to the membership area, go to module 2, all documents are here. You'll see like all the contracts and documents. I think the repair estimates, this one here, repair checklist. And you're just using this not to get accurate numbers, but just to determine, is this a cosmetic? Is this a gut rehab? A is this property in good shape? So have that with you. So you're negotiating with the seller. Purchase agreement, of course, have the agreements, the offers that you can make on hand. So if you're gonna make the wholesale offer and those numbers work, meaning that they don't owe way more than your offer, then bring that agreement with you. Maybe they're interested in doing like a creative deal, like rent to own, owner financing, then bring those contracts with you as well. Now, in the state of Illinois, even on wholesale deals, we need disclosures now. So, they want disclosures for every deal now, which is something that is new. And what are disclosures? It's just basically trying to go to my Illinois disclosures documents here. So disclosures are just disclosing the condition of the property. So lead-based paint disclosure, the radon disclosure. So this disclosure here is just the owner disclosing any problems with the property. Okay, so this we do need to have this completed for all even wholesale deals now, right? Usually it used to be where we just needed completed for just listings. Now we need that completed for wholesale deals. Okay. So determining and what should you do? Should you go virtual and just make offers over the phone with every seller? Or should you try to meet every seller and every lead and go on an appointment? I would say you can test it out, see, maybe one month you meet every single owner and see your conversion rate, how it works. Maybe your conversion rate skyrockets and you want to do that all the time, or vice versa, maybe you want to test it out where I'm just making offers over the phone and I'm never meeting the sellers at the properties, um, and see how your conversion rate is. But I would say stay in the middle, like be hot deal, go, deal numbers are way off, just make the offers over the phone. I think that's something that we've always done. I don't personally go to meet sellers at appointments, but our team does, right? So once there is a hot deal, I would say go, right? Because it's so much easier to build rapport, negotiate, see the seller's reaction to your offer to get the deal signed, right? It's just a lot easier and simpler, right? When you're face to face and you can point out obvious repairs, right? Like, hey, that roof, obviously that whole thing needs to be redone. There's obviously foundation cracks here. There's obviously, the whole kitchen needs to be redone. So you can easily point out the repairs in person, right? Versus trying to do everything over the phone, right? And of course, if you have pictures, you can obviously point out repairs that you see. So just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just, hey, we're investors looking to buy properties. Do you want to offer on your house? Are you the owner? You verify their ownership, and then you're just asking about the condition of the property, and you're just determining the the uh the repairs based upon what they're telling you or based upon pictures that they're going to send you, right? And of course, if you have the CRM, so the CRM will come up with the repair number for you, also the ARV for you, plug in the comps. But just know that when you're talking to sellers, you're going to determine if, what am I going to do with this deal? So a lead comes in, am I going to go on the appointment? Am I just going to call this lead back and make an offer over the phone? And something that you can test out as well is schedule like a Zoom call with the owner so you can see them face to face, and then you can walk the property live on like a video call with them on like a Zoom call. So that's another option. You guys all have Facebook, so Facebook video obviously works. Uh I've done that quite a few times with sellers where they did a Zoom call with us. They showed us the property via Zoom or Facebook video, and that way we were able to determine, be a more of a face-to-face offer rather than just over the phone where they don't see me and I don't see them, right? So that's another thing you could do is Zoom calls, Facebook video call with the owner, which is I think a great strategy. I think that is better than just making the call over the phone and just making the offers over the phone. That's something that you could do, right? So maybe you want to add that, go to meet the owner or try to set up a Zoom or a Facebook video call, and that way you can see their face, walk the property live with the owner, and that's another strategy, okay? And if you missed the training yesterday, the training was how to always determine you're making the correct offer. Go watch that video. Basically, it was going over how to get after rehab value, repairs, and how to determine the correct cash offer and the wholesale offer. So watch that video so you know how to make the right offer. And then next week we're going to be going over um strategies on how to get the deals under contract. Okay, so hopefully this helped. Let me know if you guys have any questions, email, call, text. Um, still feeling a little bit under the weather, so I'm gonna end here. And I'm going to Dominican tomorrow, so got a lot of packing to do and all that stuff. So email, call, text. We're here to help you, here to serve you, here to support you. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. God bless.